Hey everybody, CD here. I haven't had anything out on YouTube quite a while. I'm going to start you on one here. A rifle I just picked up. I've been watching this thing for about a month and a half. I really got an interest in it. What started this? The first 3 boxes of this stuff I ever saw. I bought them. I thought I looked at it. We looked up some load data. That was early, just coming on. This is 2 years ago. I've been setting on this stuff. 6.5 PRC, precision rifle cartridge. This is 147 grain ELD by Hornady, obviously. I've already shot 1 box of it. We're going to do some talking on this thing. It is the Mauser M18 bolt action. It is not the bolt action of the Mausers like you do. It's actually a very knockoff of a Remington 700 when it comes to scoping it. Components are very easy to come by. Synthetic stock. It is plastic. I like wood. When it comes to your synthetics, if they're rigid, hard, Bell & Carlson in there, 204 Ruger, that kind of stuff, very, very good. It doesn't have the looks of it, but whatever. This has a lot of potential. Like I said, I've shot it. They guarantee 1 inch, 1 MOA accuracy. Shooting 3 and 4 shot groups. 4 shot just because it holds 4. They say it holds 5, but on the big bolt face, the 530, the PRC, it holds 4. You can get the 5th one in there, but you cannot get that sucker to move. It was a bitch getting it back out of there, actually. So it's a 4 shot and the big bolt face, the mag bolt face, the 308, 243, that stuff, yeah, probably holds 5, no issues. Let's throw it up here on the deck. I'm going to tear it apart and show it to you. I'm not going to do any betting on it today. I just want to get it out there so you can see it. I'm just getting reloading dies, stuff like that, bought up for it. Anyway, I started saying I've been watching this thing for like a month and a half, a couple months, I don't know, a long time. The manufacturer suggested full retail is $699.99. I got a 1022 Ruger I'm going to start putting together. I was going to go out and order a stock for it, get on the internet with voids, and I thought, you know what, I'll make a run through the gun shops. Maybe I'll see something. I don't need that 1022 stock till May or something, when the grandkid type stuff, you know, so I got time. Ran into this thing, they had it marked down, $499.99, 500 bucks. I said, okay, I got this rifle, 500 bucks. I went ahead and I spent the money on a set of Reddings, the premium die, and what I really like about it, I've got Redding dies and they work really nice, but this one, the bullet seating die, has a micrometer on it. How cool is that? Never had one before. Thought, you know what? Good time to start. Anyway, this is all coming in the future. Like I said, not going to do much today. I'm just going to take it apart, show you some different ways they put this thing together from other guns that I've ever monkeyed with. Let me get the camera up above and let's do it. Okay, before we actually dig into it, the Wheeler Engineering trigger pull scale is what we're using here. This has got a trigger that's absolutely second to none. It goes right there with my Tika, second to none in a factory. It breaks absolute crisp and clean right there every time. That ain't very good. I don't know if you can see that or not. Oh well, can't see that, whatever. 3 pounds. Every time. Very clean break. Whoop, wrong way. Alright, let's just start showing you feature for feature what I think, what I really like. The more I tear this gun apart and look at it, the more I like it. Got a big knob on the bolt, 60-degree throw on it. Very short, you're never going to come into play with a scope. Big one-piece lug, one-piece bolt, 3-lug. Focus, baby. See that? 2 ejector buttons on there. The extractor over here, it's not exactly very large, but I haven't had problems. I've only shot it 20 times, but you keep it clean. It should work okay, I'm thinking. This groove in here, that's what indexes your bolt, and your bolt release, bolt stop right there, controls it when it's in there. What's nice about this thing, you've had bolts, you've got guns, you got to flip it upside down, you got to get this ridge lined up with this groove, and everything's got to be perfect. Got to pull the trigger, push that button. This thing here, as long as this collar right here on the back, as long as it's not hitting the comb right here, that son of a buck will go in there. I don't care how you put it in there, it'll go in there. It'll get it upside down. But when you rotate it, bam, you just indexed. When it comes back here, you can see the wear plate on it. This is pushed out. That allows it to turn to lock it down. Very smooth. I've done nothing really. I shot it with oil one time, just penetrating oil, wiped off all the excess. Bam, that's what you see. Let's flip it upside down. Button right here, 4-shot magazine. Just a big catch in there, basically. In like, yeah, you push it in, you're into that groove right there. You can see that. Holds in pretty well, it seems to be. This is where things get really different. You've all seen a 700 Remington or anything else. You usually got the action. 2 bolts go down into the action, hold it all together. This has actually got studs in the action that are permanent, and there's your nut right there. Takes the Allen head on that end, threaded on that end. I'm sure some gun manufacturer out there has used that before. It's just I've never ran into it. This is a new one on me. And there's 2 washers in there. You can see the action there of the bag catcher. I'm going to set this off to the side. Oh, okay. Let's talk about this before we talk about this. Plastic, very, very rigid. You've seen it before. I've taken stocks and just twist them and you flex them and bend them. This thing is like a piece of iron, man. It's stiffer than a board. In a stock, rigid, solid. This is what we're talking here. There's hardly any room up here. Around this bolt, this is very shallowly radiused. Right here, where it just sets in there. This is your recoil lug. Kind of like the Tikka. Groove milled in the bottom of the receiver. There's the stud, and the stud I was talking about. Very, very, very little in there. This thing is bedded in solid. It is not, not coming out of there. I think what I'm going to do with it when the time comes, I haven't done a lot of research on it, just boys, because I've dealt with them before. They don't offer a stock on this thing yet. And I think it was just introduced at the SHOT Show 2019, less than a year ago. In fact, you get on their website, Mauser website, they don't even list the 6.5 PRC yet. Anyway, these cavities here, these chambers, I think I'm going to fill them full of epoxy, level full. Maybe I'll come out there and do this one too. Let it set up, maybe put a block of wood in there like I did on a Savage one time, and then bed it just like I bed anything else, so the first inch or so of that barrel, we got support under there. That is very, very important. I'm assuming it's almost touching, or is touching right here on this. I'll just put 1/8 inch of epoxy on that, let it make itself a new home, do the same thing back here. I'm thinking this thing will be stiff and rigid enough. I'm thinking it's going to work. I'm hoping it's going to work. Okay, that said, let's get that out of the way. Let's get down to the action. There's a spring right here. You just pop it up. It's actually a piece of metal sticking out of the action. You pop that out, just like a little horseshoe shaped thing. That puts tension on the back of the mag. Keeps it pushed into your catch here. Might also reduce some rattling there, noise there, I don't know. But trigger, adjustable, brakes at 3 pounds. Very, very, very nice. I am not going to monkey with it. What I really like about this thing, that does not on the new Remingtons. You go back to the in the 70s. I don't know exact dates here, people, so don't get on my ass. All the way forward, shoot, half back. The trigger is locked, but you can unload the gun to shoot. All the way back, your bolt is locked. In a hunting rifle, in my mind, that is absolutely necessary. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. You can see that hole in the bolt right here. Right there, it was sitting right there in the lock stage. If you was to blow something through the primer pocket through here, escapes the gas escapes out. Very light spring. Very light spring wrapped around. I bet you can't see that. But that is the spring for the extractor. Two ejection buttons on it. That's kind of cool. Anyway, there she is, folks. I shot this thing 20 times. I've got to take a cleaning kit with me. So, when I got home, it had 20 rounds of filth in the barrel, which I didn't have any problem with that. It tells you things you want to know. And in particular, in that situation, what I wanted to know, I ran some Hoppies number 9 about 3 times. I wet patched it, let it set for about 10-15. Dry it out of there. Dry patch it. And then I took, where's it at? Sweet 762. You want to move copper? You got a gun? I bought this stuff when I had some Savages. I was monkeying with them. That stuff moves copper like there's no tomorrow. Wet with the nylon brush, saturated. Just work the bore, work the bore, work the bore. Let it set for about 20 minutes. Push that rag through there. I was expecting to see at least some color. Blue, green, you know what copper looks like when it's dissolved down. It came out absolutely zero color like that. That tells you the bore is finished. It's been hand lapped basically. It's absolutely smooth as silk. There's nothing for that copper bullet to get hung up with and rip pieces of it off. That really sold me there. The groups I shot with it, that's why I said the heck with it. I'm going to spend some money on dyes. We're going to make this thing shoot as good as possible. I'm going to do something with bedding here. Haven't really made up 100% of my mind yet, but that is the Mauser M18 6.5 PRC. It's coming down the pike. I said I got a Ruger 1022 I'm monkeying with. Earlier in the year I showed you a Remington 700. It's a 308. Anyway, I got that one. We're going to take that down probably late January. I'm going to have a gunsmith do that one, barrel it, thread it, maybe do a trigger. Anyway, that's what's coming down the pike in my world. Okay, there you see it, fourth. Mauser M18, that's it. That's what's going to be coming down the pike. It'll take me a while. Like I put on my Patreon page the other day, haven't had a lot on there for the last couple months. I spent about 6 weeks. I was pretty damn sick. I kind of stayed home all through my coyote hunting vacation times I had. All my deer hunting out of East River, West River. I got out and I was damn lucky to fill a doe tag. I threw 2 buck tags in the garbage can. But what do? Back on Patreon. I haven't put a lot on there like I told the guys on that channel that are subscribed to me. The January, there's a thing on there, it's stop the billing cycle. They're not going to be billed January 1st. I don't know if I'm going to have enough stuff on there to justify it. I might just do the same in February. I might do the same in March. I don't know. Like I said, it's winter time. You guys want to jump over there and take a peek. New people, if you want to subscribe, there's a feature on there. You'll be billed right now, but you will not be billed again. It might be, I don't know when, I don't know how far, but there's a lot of videos on there. You want to jump on there and watch them, feel free. I'd truly appreciate it. I wish you all the very, very merriest Christmas you can possibly have and the best in all your endeavors in 2020. Thanks for being there.